Sorry, I'm at starting to film. I'm seeing a fucking quarter-sized spider in front of my desk or behind it. I'm trying to see if I should kill it right now or not. You know what? I guess that's what I really don't have an easy way to get to it. I guess y'all just following, coming along for my little commentary here. All right, I've decided to ignore the spider because I mean he might be killing bugs. Rather than I have down here. So I am going to be looking down quite a bit though to make sure this motherfucker don't come up towards me though, because now we throwing hands. Anyways, hello. This is pretty much going to be the last video regarding this whole topic, and that's okay because as of right now things are on the uprise. Things are getting better, which is definitely a good sign, a good thing, right? Just to quickly recap. So from the pretty much the end of July and roughly the whole month of August, other than I think the last week of August, the channel pretty much was a down spiral, and it was August. The month of August was just not good when it came to views, pretty much the whole thing in general, right? So what I'm here to talk about is, and I'm not going to be too long, is pretty much my experience with YouTube support and pretty much what I tried to do to mitigate all this and make it better and where we are now, stuff like that. So again, I spoke with YouTube support pretty much like the whole month, right? And there was one person in particular, and I'm going to just keep names out of it and a lot of details, that at least was tried to be very helpful. And like they even got me into like an internal team or a specialist team that looked at my channel. Pretty much at the end of the day, they said nothing was wrong with my channel. There were no errors and stuff like that, which to this day I don't believe, but what can you do? Like, these are things that are out of your control, which bother me personally. If something's out of my control, now I'm not a control freak, but when it comes to my channel, which is something I came from the ground up, like I built from the ground up, it will bother you too if it was out of your control personally. At least that's in my opinion. Nonetheless, there was nothing I could do in that regard. There were many support reps that, especially one in particular, that didn't do a damn thing. All of these mainly were generic responses, other than, again, the one person that tried to be very helpful. There were some generic responses that were given to me when trying to ask for certain, detailed questions. Again, at the end of the day, what was said and what was asked didn't really help fix the issue that was going on, which, again, pretty much my videos were not being suggested at all when it came on YouTube. Now, and again, we're going to have some stuff showing up on the screen here just to give you an example. So this is July. Again, there was one big week in July where this did go down, and there was a big spiral down and stuff like that. So I'm going to probably show June just to show you a good month. But for July, suggested videos were pretty much 35%. The rest obviously makes up 100. And I had roughly almost 10 million impressions on YouTube, but was turned around to only be just under 700,000 views from those impressions. So that is a 7% click rate, which is pretty much average, or I think almost above average when it comes to YouTube recommending content. Again, just to bring June into this, June was 40% or 41% suggested and pretty much 10 million impressions. Again, same thing, like 750,000 views from those impressions. Now, again, I had more views than that before actual people like maybe trying to find my content or clicking on their homepage, stuff like that, right? So again, this is just to show you a good month where there was almost 8% click-through rate, things of that nature. So in August, which is now done, suggested videos, 8%. That's right, you see it, you heard it, 8%. So this is showing you guys that for some weird reason, and all YouTube pretty much told me was that, oh, there could have been a change made to the algorithm that would have negatively affected you. Exactly what change that may have been, or if there even really was a change. They're saying that whatever changes they made, some content creators would have been affected negatively, or others would have been affected positively. Obviously, whatever change, if really a change was done, I was fucked. Pretty much, I was fucked with no lubrication. Okay, and it was pretty bad. I only had 2.5 million impressions. And it was again, the click-through rate was still roughly around the same, just a little bit under 7, which is fine. But I only got 160,000 views from those impressions. As you can see, August again was very rough. Most of my views or my traffic came from the search feature, and that's not typical for the channel. Now, luckily, at the end of August, things started to go up, which it did lead into September. So the month of August, I ended with only 214,000 views altogether for the month, which again, very crazy. I usually get close to 1 million or 800,000, stuff like that, right? I did at least end the month on a positive note from a sub standpoint, like subscribers, but Lord, this month was insane for my sub numbers. There was so much up and down going on. Like there was probably a day I think I lost like 70 subs and stuff. It was just a lot of craziness going on, guys. Like I can't really like even begin to truly explain it, but August was just odd, very odd. Again, the only correlation that I tried my best to figure out was, one, I got the community guidelines warning or the strike, which again sucks, but I couldn't get that handled because I deleted the video a day before they issued me the warning strike. And if you do that, nothing they can do, they have told me. But I don't honestly agree with that. Like there has to be something. YouTube retains a copy of all of your videos. They have the storage to do so. That's how they're able to, you know, from a lawful standpoint, like, oh, we issued you the strike or this copyright strike. All of it is recorded. They have a copy of this. They just don't like to tell you that. They're probably going to decline that or deny that, excuse me, but that's without a doubt, okay? But they tell you, since you as the creator deleted the video, again, although it was a day before, they can't do a damn thing. You can't appeal it or anything like that. So unfortunately, that is on my channel's, like that's in the record books. Can't do nothing about it. But the other thing that could have attributed or contributed to what happened was that live stream that I did that was like 20 hours, or I'm not too sure how long it was, but before I was hitting 100,000 subs, I live streamed the whole thing. That could have also put a damper on my viewership or my channel's performance, because, well, one, that also got deleted, which was pretty much, take from this, don't delete any of your videos. Either way, they're going to strike it down if they really want to, so either unlist it or put it as private. But I deleted that as well because there was no point. I didn't need it anymore. It was just kind of one of those thoughts like, oh, I don't need this, let me get rid of it type thing, right? But it was just from, I can clip the part where I hit 100,000 subs to then post it everywhere else. Again, that, because of so many people coming into the stream, leaving the stream, and how long it was, I have a feeling that that could have negatively affected my channel's performance because of how that video did. Like there wasn't a lot of audience retention and stuff like that, right? So I think that could have affected it. Again, not too sure. All of these are assumptions. I can't really prove it anymore at this point. But I am happy to say, at least now that we're in September and I'm going to show you this, we're pretty much on the up. I'm already at 60,000 views, and that is as of, what, 5 days within the month. And that's pretty up. That's not exactly where I was, but that's a lot better. And my suggested videos for the first few days is already at 35% or almost 36%. Again, miles better. So very happy with what's going on. I hope it sticks. Now my click-through rate is a little bit lower than normal. It's under 6%, but again, that's not horrible. But I just got to stay consistent, which that's what I did. I posted, I think I posted daily, other than on the weekends when this was going on, because I had to stay afloat. Like I was literally in the river with a life jacket. Like I was just floating. That's pretty much how I felt. So me constantly posting and stuff like that was how I stayed afloat, quote unquote, to be able to even try to get to the numbers I was used to. But yeah, very crazy. And one thing that is still going on, and I don't understand what's happening here, is you can do this if you want. And I think I mentioned this probably in a live stream or something, or I don't know. I maybe mentioned this in a video. I don't know. If you open up a private browser and you look up Meat Canyon reaction or anything Meat Canyon related, and don't put Meat Canyon DJB because it's going to show up. If you search that up, none of my old stuff are showing up anymore. We're talking, the only one you may be able to see, well, as of today, you may see the Monster Lab one, which is good. You may only see the baby reaction. You won't see any of my other ones that contributed like to high viewerships and stuff like that. Now, if you look at like Kish and Pain reaction or Narmac, you'll see me all over the place, which is good. But something happened, and sure enough, that strike that I got was Meat Canyon related. There's a correlation going on, but again, can't prove it. I just can't. So just wanted to quickly mention this, that YouTube support, if it's something like this, good luck. You won't really get the help you are looking to get. It's just going to be a lot of generic responses. But I mean, if you have other issues, they're definitely helpful. Again, the main person I dealt with was helpful, or at least tried to be. So I appreciate that. But I don't know. Again, very odd stuff. And I can't really quite put my finger on what exactly happened. But this is what happened. Again, at least it seemed to have fixed itself after literally a month. It seemed that's maybe like the turnaround. Like if something's going on with your channel, a month is what it takes to kind of like either fix itself or pretty much adjust. But weird shit. Very weird shit. I hope it doesn't happen again. I'll tell you that. But you can only see, right? You can only see. If you have any assumptions on some things that you may know or think occurred, let me know. Also, let me know your thoughts on this as well in the comments below. Like, again, I'd love to talk about this stuff. But I just want to kind of end it off here, like close this chapter in this book of just the craziness that I endured. But what can you do? I mean, I at least survived through it, I guess. All right, I'm about to try to kill this spider. And I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you on my phone how big this motherfucker is. Ignore my bad cable management, but yeah, that's how he about the size of a quarter. Size of a quarter, man. That motherfucker big. But again, he's in a weird spot where I can't like smush him. But we're gonna try to do it. I need like a broom or something. I wish I had a BB gun or something. This may be long enough to smush him. And I think this is what I'm going to use. All right, so I need to pretty much get it just right and smush the shit out of him. He might run, though. Let me focus. Oh, he's dead. Oh, he is still alive. I think he's still alive. No, he's still alive, bro. What the fuck? How are you still alive after this damage? That's like critical damage, bro. Well, I'm gonna go clean this mess up. But anyways, thank you guys. Follow me on Twitch. Bye.